I'm excited. That's what happens. I'm excited. We're going to wind down.
You have a landline?
Mm-hmm.
I think that counts for sure. The conversation is at the level of, people who are wrapping up their doctoral thesis.
And then we're like, oh, we should have hit record.
Chaos is all around us. It's in our minds. It's in our spaces.
Melissa is a hopeful who simplifies organizing.
Angel is a curious idealist who clarifies complexities.
Together, we take on the mental overwhelm and cluttered spaces to spark conversations that lead to clearing chaos.
Right? Today's a shine down, though. For me, it's a shine down. Not like the band, but like the booze. Oh, yeah, and PodDecks. PodDecks. We played cards when we were on vacation. And there was that's what she said cards. And that's like Cards Against Humanity, but adulty. And those were so much fun. And then we did another one. We didn't bother reading the directions because there were 3 pages of them because they're tiny words and lots of wine. And so it was, I think it's called Hot Seat or On the Hot Seat or something like that. And so we just read the questions and had like hours of fun conversations and sometimes like, oh, next mission. So now I'm excited about PodDecks because it's more of less humany, but more fun humany.
So what I'm going to do is I have 2 PodDecks today. I should probably turn this towards me.
Together. I
have 2 PodDecks. One of them is a How Dare You deck. One of them is the interview deck, which my screen is blacking out. So you'll just have to take my word for it. I'm going to mix them together.
I'm having a clutter panic moment over here. Hold on, let me drink for it.
Oh, that's okay. My son will very carefully sort them later, I'm sure.
Yeah. Benny is my spirit child, other than my child. He's like mine without being mine. That sounded all the inappropriate. I'm not going to do anything to that child.
He has he has a nice appreciation for organization.
I approve of this message. Ding!
All right, pick a number.
13. Sorry, was that too far? You're looking at me like, really? That is outside of my 2 hands, lady.
If you were a captain of a ship, what would you call it?
Being a captain? Would call it being a captain.
What would you call the ship?
Oh. Super sandwich.
Being a captain.
It's like, if you were a captain, what would you call it? Being a captain. I don't understand.
No, your answer was logical.
I'll put that back down. My bad. Yeah, super sandwich. Or I'd get 2 boats and one would be stupid and the other would be sandwich.
Soup and sandwich, that's cute.
Mm-hmm. What are you naming your boat? Are they going to be docked by each other?
Yeah.
Like
they could be docked by each other, next to each other, and yours could be called Clearing and mine could be called Chaos.
I'm not opposed to that.
We're just going to have multiple boats.
Right? We're just going to have the whole dock at the bay there.
Pick a card.
That one's good.
What antiquated invention do you still use?
Hang on, let me find the proper definition. To antiquated, old-fashioned or outdated. This antiquated central heating system. A DVD player? I have a VCR, but it doesn't work.
Oh,
I don't know what I did to it. We have a landline.
you have a landline?
Mm-hmm.
I think that counts for sure.
I get so much. I don't know who I was talking to about it, but they're like, "Why do you have a landline?" I was like, "Because I can take my teenager cell phone away, and he's not going to not answer that annoying ass ring happening. That's never going to stop."
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. I'm making you feel pretty young right now, aren't I?
I do not have a landline. I had one growing up. I'm not foreign to landlines. I had a desire to get one for a long time, but the cost of getting a landline now is like stupid expensive. So we tried to do a landline with the cable where it's not technically a landline, it's through the cable lines. But there were so many spam calls on it. Like we got 30 spam calls to every one like actual call.
Oh yeah. But yeah.
So we got rid of it.
I just never we don't
had
keep it on Ring or anything when I'm home and stuff. It's not on Ring. It's only when he's grounded. Yeah.
Notebooks. Depending
depending
on who you're talking to, sometimes notebooks could be considered antiquated inventions.
Probably. I guess a lot of people do use their devices now to just take short notes or type something up, or I don't know. I like to write things.
I do too. I'm a paper fan.
What else?
What do you watch on TV? What's your favorite program? Only this must be somebody made by someone over on the other side of the pond because they spelled favorite different than we do.
Mood dependent. Right now I've been watching Boy Meets World on the Disney Plus channel.
I totally rewatched Boy Meets World when I got Disney Plus.
Yeah. And now I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I want Ike to watch it with me.
Oh.
And then but my go-tos would probably be Downton Abbey or Great British Bake Off or something dirty like The Witcher or Lucifer. It just depends on the mood. Like if I'm gonna watch something, it's gonna be like a nerd show. If I just need noise, it's gonna be like Downton Abbey or Bake Off.
For me, noise is sitcoms. The way for me to really get in the zone and be super productive if I'm working through content or whatever is to put on Friends or How I Met Your Mother, put it on my headphones and get to work.
I did that with Schitt's Creek the other day. I love Schitt's Creek, so I started.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna watch it and then you'll be like, Melissa's David, and it'll be. It is what it is. But I got so much stuff done, and I look up, I'm like, hey, this is a good episode. Back to work.
The only creek I've seen is Dawson's. If you could own any animal as a pet, what would it be?
Not a hairless cat.
I think we figured that part out.
Can I have an outdoor owl? That would be fun.
Are there owls that are indoor owls?
Probably. I mean, they're birds. I'm sure people keep owls as pets inside.
Are you sure?
They eat? I don't know. I don't trust people. I know people that keep chickens indoors. I don't know.
My aunt used to have chickens in her house.
It's weird to me.
It was super weird.
Super weird. So I'm sure there's people that have owls indoors. I knew people that had raccoons as pets. I'm like,
when I was a kid, at some point we had a fox.
Is there a pet you want that you don't have?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. There's a couple. I would like to have a red panda because they are adorable and playful and super cute and cuddly and awesome. Oh, what's the other one? There's another one that's got a weird name to it.
Looks like related to?
It looks kind of like it's like the size of a dog, but it looks like not a dog. Oh God, what's the name of it?
It's gonna bug you now, isn't it?
It is. It's gonna bug me. Cut. Vinny, what's the name of the animal that we watched a bunch of videos? Like we watched the red panda videos, now we watched the videos on that animal, and it looked kind of like a dog, but it wasn't a dog.
I can't remember.
You remember everything else that I don't want you to remember, but this thing you don't remember. Okay. Cut. I'll remember later. Cut. I don't remember the name of it, but it looks kind of like a dog, but it's not a dog. And it was really cute and smart. Like it was really intelligent.
It's gonna bug you now, isn't it?
It is going to bug me. I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about it. Okay. Next question. Spin. We already asked that one. We might need to switch back off of the wheel and go back to the PodDecks. Which actors do you like?
Oh, there's a long ass list. Like we had this talk on the way to Myrtle Beach because it's like 10 to 12 hours, depending on how fast we want to speed of the weather.
All right, give me your top 3. Like the first, maybe not even top 3, just the first 3 that come to mind for you.
Tommy Lee Jones, Mark Ruffalo, and Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd is definitely one of the top 3 that comes to mind for me. Adam Sandler is in there, and Joe Manganiello.
Mm-hmm. I can see that for you.
Now, if we put that in order, let's probably say Joe Manganiello's first, Paul Rudd, and then Adam Sandler.
Okay with my order.
What about actresses?
Well, there's just so many good ones. I can't. Like, I love Amy Adams, Maggie Smith, Reese, Kerry Washington, Queen Latifah. She's got the most beautiful skin. There's so many. Will Smith. No, wait, that's a dude.
Drew Barrymore is definitely one of my favorite actresses of all time.
She's with your Adam Sandler picks.
She is. I mean, honestly, like the movies that they do together, the chemistry that they have, it's awesome.
I would not disagree with that.
Wedding Singer, definitely one of my all-time favorite movies. I can practically talk along with the whole thing.
Yeah. I love that show. What other women were you about?
I love Tina Fey. I love her goofiness. I feel like the way that she played her character in 30 Rock is like how I meant to live life. Cheeto dust everywhere. It's okay. I'm just kidding.
Freak out, man.
I do really identify with her character in a lot of ways in that show.
Yeah, you're still thinking of the dog and more actresses, aren't you?
I forgot about the dog thing.
Already?
I did.
It was bugging me, and I don't even know what you're talking about.
Grapefruit.
Oh.
What's your party trick? Or what are you good at? Do you have a party trick?
No. I just show up.
That's fair.
And we never know what that, like, I'm just randomly fun. And
that is absolutely true. I do have a party trick, at least a party trick in this post-COVID world. You want to see it?
I'm going to go with yes. With the reservation. Oh, cheese and carrots and banana face.
This is my party trick.
Is that it?
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Oh, you got it.
Should I do the rest of the episode as a banana?
Please don't. It's creepy. Yep. That's what I'm talking about.
Not really?
See, and I find things like that creepy, like when people change either they like different things, or they add like a mustache, or their lips are moving on somebody else's face. That's just creepy. I don't like it.
I might be stuck as a banana for the rest of the episode.
Mm.
If I get stuck this way.
And thanks for tuning in to another episode of Clearing Chaos.
I fixed it. We're good. All right.
Bam!
I'm going to do rapid fire. 3 questions. Are you ready?
Hold on.
That one's too deep.
That's what she said.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
What's the main thing on your bucket list?
Self-employment success.
I like that. Mine is to visit every continent in the world with my son. What words do you always struggle to spell correctly?
Immediately.
Really? Mine is restaurant. It's the worst. What is something you used to do that makes you cringe now?
Shrink for others.
Ooh, same.
This is fun. Let's do these.
What is the most expensive thing you've ever bought that wasn't a house or car?
Tattoos.
A what?
Tattoos. Ink.
Tattoos?
Yep.
Electronics. Computer specifically, I think. Who was the best boss you ever had, and what made them the best?
Next question, in case they listen.
Okay. Well, if they listened, they would be happy that you listed them as the best boss you've ever had.
That's fair. I really like my boss now. She gets that we're human.
We're human. I like that. I like mine now too. She's definitely one of the best. The other two that I would have to bring into the conversation are Linda. She's the last leader that I had. Her prioritization was insane, and she has a way of making every single person that she comes into contact with know that they're seen and heard and understood in a lot of really cool ways. Like, she's just an awesome human being. And then another one is this manager that I had a couple managers ago, Andrell, really encouraged the ideation and was open to hearing points of view within the whole team. It was just managed to create a really cool culture within the whole group that we had at that point. All right. Which actor or actress would play you in a documentary?
Melissa McCarthy.
Ooh, nice. Tina Fey. Has anyone ever accidentally seen you in your birthday suit?
It was not an accident.
Has anyone ever accidentally seen you in it?
No. I'm never accidentally in my birthday suit. It's normally like, and we're done with pants today. It's not an accident. It's only an accident if you came over with them. I mean, that's on you. You look. Why? Has somebody caught you accidentally in your birthday suit? Like, is that a thing?
No, I don't think so. No.
Like, I don't think you're in your, like, I don't think it's an accident to be naked. Like,
Well,
that's
no,
not
it's
an
not.
accident.
It's not an accident to be in your birthday suit, but like somebody walks in the room when you're in that.
Well, don't get naked in the office and you'll be fine. But again, that's kind of intentional. I'm coming in to get fired today.
Would you
Probably.
travel to space if possible? Like, think like real situation. Like, I mean, we've got people actually traveling up to space now. If you had the opportunity, would you go?
Yes.
Absolutely, me too. Easy one. Where do you go when you need to blow off steam?
Oh, now we talk a birthday suit. Either dinner with the girls, karaoke with the man, or video games.
Video games referenced in a previous episode as a part of the process, not the problem.
Yeah, that's true.
For me, I think here is one place.
Mm.
Being able to sit down and talk through stuff and our wind down episodes. So every night we have this thing that's kind of become a ritual where we go upstairs and turn on the Alexa TV in our room and we watch memes on YouTube with me, my husband, and my kid. My kid tries to act out all the memes and laughs hysterically. I laugh at him laughing, and then my husband half of the time tells him to stop reenacting the memes, and the other half of the time joins him. So,
oh jeez.
Either way, it's really good entertainment for me and always makes me laugh and ends each day on a good note.
That's good. That's a good idea.
What is something you love that is vintage?
Me.
You're not old enough to be vintage.
How old do you have to be vintage?
I don't know, but it's not talking about people. Something, not someone.
Mary Jane shoes. Because shoes.
Bell-bottom pants. I mean, bell bottoms, I guess, have evolved into flare leg. But yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you like shirts with bell sleeves too? Or just the breeches?
Only if they like gradually go out, spread out. If they're the ones that have like the cutoff and then flare way out, I think that it looks kind of silly on the arms. But the ones that like gradually spread out a little bit, I think those are kind of good. Have you ever gotten a DUI?
No.
Me either. Look at us. You're not that bad. Not bad. What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you this year?
It's just the 8th. It's the 7th. What's the 8th year?
What's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you in 2021? Let's do this as like a year-end wrap-up type of question.
I don't know. I don't get embarrassed. I just own my meanness. I'm like, yeah, I'm crazy. I'm drunk at a bar. Selfie with strangers, right? I don't care. Like,
when was the last time you took a selfie with strangers?
When we karaoke, and I do it on his phone. So he'll come the next day. He's like, what the? How did you take 30 pictures? I went to the bathroom twice. I was like, the bar was really packed this time, and we went to 3 different places. And they're all that face. They're all like that with everybody. It's pretty great. Yeah. But I don't find that embarrassing. Only for him.
That just sounds like fun. That doesn't sound embarrassing at all.
Right? Wait, have you had an embarrassing moment in 2021 or 2022 at this point?
Not really. I mean, the only thing that could even be classified as kind of embarrassing is like going to record an episode and like my tech messes up and it like cut everything off and I was just ahead and I was trying to like record an interview, and I was like, hey, sorry about this. We're just gonna pretend everything's fine. Let's move on. Like, I don't know what's going on. I mean, that's the only thing that I guess could be kind of embarrassing, but even that wasn't that big a deal. Like,
Yeah, that happens. Or when we record without hitting record.
well, that's not embarrassing. That's just disappointing because
That's
that's when we say the best
no.
stuff. Like, I wish we had a way to take that stuff and show people like we're really interesting when we're not being recorded. You don't know how good the conversation
know.
is that you're missing.
We're super smart sometimes, just not today.
We say like really great stuff. Great
Mhm.
stuff. We ask great questions. The conversation is at the level of, you know, people who are wrapping up their doctoral thesis.
And then we're like, oh, we should have hit record.
And then we record, and this is what you get.
Yep.
When you wake up in the morning, what's your number one priority?
Napping. Going to the bathroom.
Getting
Yep.
my husband to stop tapping me.
Oh.
He's found this way that to wake me up now that really, really annoys me so much that it actually wakes me up super effectively.
I'm gonna need to know what this is.
It's this.
Coming in real close for it.
He
Okay.
just taps me
I'm gonna do that today.
incessantly, and it doesn't stop. And it doesn't seem like a big deal right now, but when you're asleep and this is happening on your shoulder and it's just not stopping, it's the most annoying thing in the world.
Let's try that.
And I get so mad, but he's being nice. So like, I don't want to like yell at him or be rude to him because he's my hubby and I love him. But like this,
Like first thing in the morning.
oh my
This is how we
goodness,
find Jesus.
it's so horrible. And he knows how much it annoys me. So now, like, since he tried it the first time and he saw the effect and he realized how much it annoys me and how quickly it wakes me up because I get annoyed, now he does it like every time.
I'm gonna have to do that.
So this question, would you ever get a tattoo? I already know the answer to that is yes. So I'm not going to say what kind of tattoo would it be, but so if you were to get another tattoo, what would your next tattoo be and why?
It would either be music notes on the inside of my ankle or a butterfly on top of the flowers on this half sleeve where their wings turn into sheet music.
Okay, so I'm seeing a theme. Why the notes or why the butterfly turning into sheet music?
Music is it's the fuel for me and a lot of the time. Like there's times where I can't anymore and I will just sit down at the piano and play, and sometimes I'll play and sing because you can't come to the keys angry.
I didn't know you played piano.
I don't play it well, but I'll play because it's a release. And I feel like music of any sort can be that emotional bringer for balance, especially for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I was in school, like transitioning into high school, and like for the first year or two of high school, it wasn't anything melodic or impressive composure of music type of stuff. It was Korn, the self-titled album, and Follow the Leader. Being able to, like, while my dad was at work, turn that music all the way up and jump around my room like a crazy person was such a really good release for some of the challenges that I was dealing with when I was a kid.
Yep. Would you get another tattoo?
Yes.
Oh.
I would not get my son's face. The reason for that, I'll tell you another time. that's another story for another day. But I would not get my son's face. Remind me to come back to that later. But I would definitely get something representative of my relationship with him. I thought about doing, like, taking a picture of a silhouette of me, like, hugging him or holding him, and then getting that on me, like, while he's still young. I thought something like that would be pretty cool.
That would be cute.
I mean, because it's the most important relationship I'll ever have.
I get it. I get that.
When was the last time you threw up?
A few weeks ago, I had a migraine.
Sorry.
Not your fault. I don't think it's your fault.
I don't think so either, but I'm still sorry. That sucks. My husband's gotten some really bad migraines. He used to get them often. We ended up going to the emergency room one night because it was so bad, and they kept him overnight and monitored his blood pressure because it was through the roof.
Yeah. And you?
What was the question?
When was the last time you threw up?
This
is a great ending. We can't end on that question, though. That's the achy question.
Okay. New question. What's the most creative excuse to get out of doing something that you didn't want to do?
No. I don't know if I'm creative like that. I normally just be like, I don't want to.
I really would, but I don't want to.
But I don't want to. That's like effort amount.
Okay, one more. One more. Just one more. I gotta find like a really good one to end on. I'm sorry. I just think
stop pre-reading them and then you'll just magically pull the right one.
You think so? Okay.
Done?
Okay. All right. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna shuffle.
Not that one.
I'm gonna shuffle. I'm
shuffling. That one.
This one?
Sure.
This one. Are you sure?
I don't give a fuck.
What is something you don't mind sharing with other people?
My sass.
The majority of the time, my inner monologue. And that's all, folks.
Yep. And it's a wrap.
Have a super day. Bye. Do you feel sufficiently wind down?
I feel sufficiently shined.
Shined down? Sufficiently grapefruited down.
You're grapefruited. You're a fruit.
Support the show at buymeacoffee.com/clearingchaos